Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to episode 2 of Did You Know Financials podcast. My name is Danielle Johnson, and this episode is called Budgeting Tips for New Parents and Parents-to-Be. In this episode, I'll be discussing ways to financially prepare for your new or upcoming life event. First off, congratulations if you are expecting or recently had a baby. Children are truly a blessing. This episode is really personal for me. We welcomed our first child about 9 months ago, and I could tell you firsthand, planning financially for a child can be challenging because every child and pregnancy is different. But I hope this episode can help you or a loved one. I will break down this episode into 5 sections. First, health and self-care. Second, financial. Third, baby items. Fourth, nursing, feeding. Fifth, lifestyle. The most important thing is to have a budget. You may go over or even underspend, but that's okay. But you will only be able to identify that if you have a budget. So here's a few things to think about when you're budgeting to prepare for a child. I hope you're ready. I'll be sharing a lot of information. Number 1, health and self-care. Check with your health insurance provider and confirm with your OBGYN or doula that they accept your insurance. Most insurance companies actually cover chiropractic services. Please confirm with the chiropractor that they specialize in prenatal care and also confirm with your doctor first. I believe this made all the difference in my pregnancy. If you have a healthcare savings account or flexible spending account, pregnancy is actually the perfect time to use these funds because you'll be going to the doctor a lot, honestly. Use your flexible spending account first since it's a use it or lose it account. Number 2, financial. Check your employer's or state's parental leave policy. Remember, fathers also have rights to a leave as well. Some policies will pay you a percentage of your salary, so try to budget for that period of time and prepare for a potential income decrease. Check or update your life insurance policy. I strongly suggest you purchase life insurance if you don't already have a policy. You are now or will be responsible for another human being. You can increase your policy now and then add your child when their Social Security card arrives. If you have disability insurance, check the coverage in the event something happens to the mother. Prepare a will and update your beneficiaries on all your financial accounts, including bank accounts. It is not necessary, but I highly suggest this. This will save your family and loved ones a lot of time and money in the event something was to happen to you. Parking. Depending on where you live, parking costs can add up. I recommend parking really close to the hospital regardless of the cost. Remember, labor sometimes can take a few days, so prepare for these overnight parking fees. I live in New York City, so these fees added up. Copays. You will now be going to more appointments than potentially that you've ever been in your life. Just confirm again with your health provider the amount. Usually it's on the insurance card, but these amounts are subject to change. My copay actually jumped from $20 to $50 during my pregnancy, but I only knew this because I was informed. Charity care. If you by any chance cannot afford your hospital bill, either before birth or after birth, inquire with the hospital about charity care. It's best to call and inform the hospital of your hardship. Be honest and kind. Ask them if they offer any programs or financial assistance. If you're on the process of moving or changing jobs, then it's likely your insurance cover might change. Call your insurance provider and the hospital in advance to avoid a lapse in policy. After birth, get in touch with your insurance policy as soon as possible to add your baby. Once the baby is born, claims will be sent in their name. You usually have 30 days from the date of your child's birth to notify your employer and request that your baby is enrolled in your coverage. If you are recovering and you're unable to do so, don't panic. Most insurance companies allow a grace period before claims are rejected and you will become financially responsible. You can always appeal if you have any reason and supporting documentation to why you weren't able to add your child in time. Some doctors require payment if your child does not have coverage. If this does happen to you, keep the receipt, and when the child is added to your policy, just file for a health insurance claim for reimbursement for your out-of-pocket expenses. Remember, health coverage is separate from dental and optical. Remember to add your child to these benefits as well. If you are married, I suggest bringing a copy of your license and also have it readily available on your phone to provide for vital records. I gave birth in New York City, and in order to process my son's birth certificate, they needed a copy of our marriage license, even though I have my husband's last name. Also, fill out the birth certificate forms as thoroughly as possible. Ask for help if there's something that you don't understand. Apply for your child's social security card at the same time. This is crucial. Remember, you need these forms to add them to bank accounts, health insurance, etc. Number 3, baby items. Doubles. Depending on where your child will be spending some time, you might want to get doubles of bouncers, playpens, changing pads, things like that. Whether they're going to grandma and grandpa's house for some time, a few days, this will make life a lot easier. Cars fill up really quickly with baby items, and you have to honestly remember every single time you're leaving the house that you have to take all of these things. This would save you a lot of time and energy that you don't have to transport these things back and forth. Register all your toys, equipment, and baby items. This is very important, even if it's a gift. Usually every item has a serial number. Keep a digital copy of receipts and just of the serial numbers. Registering your child's products can save lives and prevent injury. Product registration is the only way to ensure that you are personally notified in the event of a safety alert or recall. Clothes. Babies grow really fast, and people will buy you a lot of clothes. Honestly, consider second-hand and also hand-me-downs from trusted relatives and friends. The temptation is real, though. I mean, babies look cute in any and everything, to be honest. But again, babies grow really fast, and there's sometimes you may not even use an outfit that you purchased for them. Registry. Look into which registry works for you and your family. Most registries allow returns and exchanges up to a year. Keep it simple and easy just for your friends and family to access. I personally went with Amazon because it was simple, and let's be honest, almost everybody uses Amazon. We are Prime members, and they offered a 15% completion discount, meaning whatever remaining items that were on my baby registry, I was able to purchase it at a discounted rate. I saved this discount for big ticket items such as the stroller and car seat. They also allow 365 days of returns. Car seat. Believe it or not, car seats have expiration dates. If possible, please purchase a new one. Also, if the car seat at any time has been involved in a motor vehicle accident, please replace it. Diapers and wipes. Always do inventory on your diaper and wipes. Life moves really fast with a newborn, so before you know it, your supply is going down with your diapers and wipes. So before you run out, it is best to, 1, purchase in bulk, especially when you find a great sale. Most big name stores would allow you to exchange unopened diapers for a different size. Some stores even allow you to exchange without a receipt. I don't recommend subscription because, let's be honest, we always kind of forget to cancel or return items. But if it's a gift, accept it. Do inventory weekly. This will help you plan. Number 4, nursing, feeding. Good news. Most insurance companies will pay for a free or discounted pump. Call your insurance provider and ask what you need to complete so you can receive your pump. Try to do this early in your 3rd trimester so it comes in time for the birth of your child. Budget for replacement parts. But some insurance companies actually cover replacement parts as well. If you plan on breastfeeding, some insurance companies actually cover lactation consultant services. They can help you mentally and physically prepare for breastfeeding. Prepare for unexpected potential costs such as milk bags, coolers, extra bottles, ice packs, potentially a deep freezer just to store milk. These costs caught me by surprise. Some insurance companies cover specialized formula, whether available by prescription or over the counter, if your child has an allergic reaction to regular formula. Number 5, lifestyle. Baby moon. We all want it. We deserve it. After all, carrying a child is no joke. We want it and we want to go. Try to stay local. Be flexible to save the most money. If you're going international, travel on a least busy day. This will save you money on flights and potentially just hotel costs. Preparing the nursery. You shouldn't go in debt to prepare a nursery for your child. Make it fun. Include your partner. Make sure that you guys are doing the best you can just to prepare for your child together. Just remember, in the first few weeks of a baby's life, they don't really need much. Are you planning to move? Do you believe you need a new apartment or house? That's fine. Just don't rush the change. Plan accordingly. We all want what's best for our child, but think long term. Remember, babies are simple and don't need much. Budget for a child passport. I highly recommend you just doing the rush service, especially right now with people's passports expiring and delays being months long. You want to budget just to apply for the passport and expedite the service. Do you plan on having an au pair or a night nurse? You want to look into these costs prior to your baby's arrival. Daycare. Everybody's situation is different, but try to get an idea of how much childcare would run you in your area so you aren't surprised when it's time to return to work. Laundry costs. Wow, I haven't done so much laundry in my life, honestly. There's times we do laundry every single day, sometimes twice a day with a child, and especially a newborn, and these blowouts are real. Lastly, gifts. I always preach being generous. It's always nice to say thank you to your doctor or medical professional or anybody that assisted you with your birth, even somebody that's just watching over your child as you're at work. Sometimes it's really nice to just give a gift either during a holiday or birthday or something like that. So you always want to just budget for these items. Thanks again for tuning in. Please follow Did You Know Financials on Instagram and YouTube. And if you have any questions, please feel free to message me. Thank you and happy budgeting.